Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas! I'm Luke,
And I'm Roman.
and today's episode, Christmas!
Holiday parties.
Oh. So not just Christmas in general?
I'm hedging my bet. Well, that's too broad. But I'm also hedging my bets because there's the slightest chance that this episode doesn't get finished in time for Christmas. Roman Saves Christmas, the new episode.
Today's the 23rd, by the way,
Yeah.
of December,
So,
in case that wasn't clear.
normally I record these episodes literally months ahead of time. Or at least early the same month. But finals, holiday parties, coming back home has all been taking up a lot of my time. As you can see, we're in the old location. We keep popping back in and out of here. It's the one I prefer.
It's his parents' house.
We have a nice couch.
It is a nice couch.
And I think the audio is a bit better in here. It's less echoey. But, no, I wanted to do an episode on holiday parties because the reason why it's taken us this long to do it just today was because I just had a holiday party with my dad's side of the family. And I didn't tell Luke about it because he wouldn't come if he knew it was happening.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. I'm very upset about that, by the way, Roman.
Mm-hmm. We can hash it out later.
I don't like Christmas parties. I'll probably explain why later. I don't like parties in general.
But you don't have to go socialize with any of those people. They don't know you. You don't know them. There's no expectation from you.
I know. At least that was until the children came in saying, "Hey, you have any games on your phone? Oh, you got any games on your computer? Can we go to Cool Maths Games and get 20,000 viruses?" No.
They literally pulled do you have games on your phone to Luke?
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
I lied and said no.
But the reason why that happened was because I was out in the living room filming a white elephant game. And so if you don't know what white elephant is, it's basically when everybody brings a present anonymously and you put it on the center table and everybody picks a number from a hat from however many people are there, and that's the order in which you go and grab a present from the table. So the first one to go, it could be the highest number or lowest number, the first one to go opens with a present. And then the second person to go has the opportunity to steal that present or pick another one from the table. And the same goes for everybody following. And sometimes they place a limit on how many times you can steal it so it doesn't keep going in circles, or you could do trades after. But that's generally what White Elephant is. And I was trying to make that the episode. I was trying to really hype that up and like our ghost hunting, or at least the after show of our ghost hunting episode, where we did office style cutaways. I was trying to do that with the family, but they seemed very disinterested and I wasn't getting the energy that I liked. There's also a lot of cousins that I hadn't seen since they were fetuses, and now they're angsty teenagers with boyfriends that were looking at me really weird. So I got that footage and got out of there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do in the edit. It will be probably towards the end of this episode. What we might do is just review. I know I'm rambling a lot, but we might do is just review the footage somehow. Maybe I can put it up on my TV. Review the footage and just talk about it, so I have something to put over the video footage. I don't know.
That sounds really boring.
These episodes are for us. We're not doing this for an audience.
Yeah, I'm saying that sounds boring to me. Do you think I care about these?
So, because I was away filming the White Elephant game, the little children don't play it, it's just the adults. And by little children, I mean anywhere from 2 to...
The oldest was 10.
Oh, you even know her name. I mean her age. Did you get her name?
She told me, I forgot it.
Don't sigh, it's my cousin's name. Or I guess I don't even think... I think they're a generation younger than me.
Is it spelled with a Y?
Like, obviously,
L-Y.
I actually don't know. I only see them during these Christmas parties, really. Anyway, I was busy recording that, and the kids, I didn't want the kids in it because I don't like filming kids and putting it on YouTube. And because of that, and because we weren't playing, they came and bothered Luke in here, and they just don't know that Luke has no relation to the family, so they were just like, do you have games on your phone? And I come in and like, my room is a tornado, and they're pulling crap off my shelf and breaking it.
I was trying my best.
I don't blame you. I know how it is. I had to do that by myself in previous years. Anyway, you're getting white elephant footage. It was a lot.
Yeah, just put in this little middle area and have like just a bunch of people reacting to what they're opening up.
I'm making a full edit of it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We should get to the actual topic of this episode, which are holiday parties.
Okay.
So not just about today. If you want to talk about today, you can. But I'm saying in general, because I think both of us don't like them at all.
So, can I start?
Yeah?
I hate Christmas. Well, I hate holidays.
I hate
Christmas. Parties in general. Just like, not like parties for friends' birthdays. I like those. I'm talking about like, family parties, like going to my aunt's for Christmas, or my parents hosting poker games at our house. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my family, but I don't think I've ever had a real conversation with like any of my aunts or uncles, maybe one of my cousins. Normally at these parties, I just go sit at the checkerboard and wait for someone to come play me.
I don't even have a checkerboard to go to, nor do I know how to play. But I recently went to one.
I wasn't done. Can I continue now? And so, and whenever we were younger, me and my brother, none of our cousins were our age. None of the neighbors had any kids our age. So at these parties, it would just be me and my brother watching over our little shitling cousins. And they'd run around, get their grubby hands on everything. And we weren't allowed to lock the doors to prevent them from going in for some reason. So they made a mess of our rooms, and then we'd have to clean it up. They're great people. I like them. They matured well. But my cousins were so annoying when they were young.
I guess it's something more unique to us, because I was telling Luke this earlier. On both sides of my family, I'm just like the only person my age. Me and you are both early 20s. And nobody is close. All of my like cousins that come to these sorts of parties are like 5, 6, like really young, like around that age. And then like the closest to me that is older than me is like their parents. So it's a weird situation where I'm just like, any family party I go to, I'm just never with people even remotely close to my age. It sounds like you're saying something similar.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just in here just trying to like barricade ourselves in from the cousins that I don't know, like sometimes they don't even come every year. So it's like, oh, did I see you maybe before COVID? I don't know, like, did you have features yet?
Or you have a personality.
Yeah, like you weren't a full being last time I saw you. And then
Were you sapient?
And yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just lock the door, or like put up the doggy gate that they don't know how to open. And then I just hear them outside like the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park learning how to turn a doorknob. I'm like, oh my god. They're becoming intelligent.
And then like we'd get them out of the room and we could relax. And then you'd get called away. And then you'd leave. And then the little kids would come in and bother me. And then we'd have to do the whole song and dance all over again.
Yeah.
I booted up Celeste in an attempt to
I don't know
distract
why you did
one
that.
of them. Yeah, it was a bad idea.
By distract, you mean get them to never want to leave this room ever again.
Well,
Also, I have a big, hold on. I have a big glass vase of bouncy balls. Almost went directly in my drink. And I think I got them from like some leftover refuse for Mardi Gras parade or something. And they think, all the little cousins think it's like my collection, and they want all of them. And they're shoving their fingers in here, and they're too like tall or too short to reach it, and so I'm like, that is going to shatter on their skull.
it's a heavy metal, heavy
It's
glass.
glass. It is a glass vase, and yeah, just all the glass shards just getting stuck in the rubber balls and bouncing all over the kitchen and living. Yeah, and I just about had a panic attack over that,
Yeah.
so it was fun.
Speaking of people coming over for parties and getting hurt, my dad, he had this family friend, and their children would come over every now and then for these parties, and one of them would always get hurt. One of them, we had a bunk bed, so one of them slept on the top bunk and the fan was going, and the kid decided to put his head in the fan, and he had to go to the hospital to get stitches. Then another time, they brought their dog, and they're running around, and the dog accidentally pushed over the kid, and his head slammed on the heavy metal farm equipment that we had in our backyard. We're lucky he only hit the metal pipe and not the metal spikes. He still had to go to the hospital.
I'm sorry, I don't want to call it anybody specific. Any of my lovely, cherished family members. But sometimes I'm just like, where? First of all, I don't know who you are, really, because I haven't seen you in like 4 years, and when I saw you last, you were a baby. And also, where are your parents? Who are you related to? Where are they in this moment? And why am I responsible for you not shattering your skull?
Yeah, like I remember this one specific time we had a holiday party, and this woman came over with her son. Apparently we knew them. I didn't know them. But I was like, oh, I went up to her son. I was like, oh, hey, I'm Luke. We're about the same age. How's it going? He's like, yeah, I know. We've met before. I was like, really? Where? I've been to the last 3 parties. And at that point, I just didn't know what to think. And then I never saw him again either, so,
Because
he just disappeared.
Yeah, it's not a yearly thing with my family.
No.
People come and go. They like decide what year they want to go. I mean, there's the regulars, but like, I don't know. I guess it's just because they have other family, but normally we agree on a day to do this, so.
Right.
But,
Ooh, and the worst is the setup. Cleaning the house, getting
my
everything.
mom drives herself insane.
Cleaning the house, getting everything
Awful.
set up, all the food collected, and then everybody's over, they make a mess, and then we have to clean up after them after they leave.
What we've been shifting towards, even for like Thanksgiving, is like, I know most of the time people like, oh, they bring something, but it's like enforced now, where it's like, I'm making one thing. I'm bringing ham. And then I'm bringing turkey, and I'm bringing macaroni and cheese. Like, that is, everybody has a responsibility.
No, the people would bring their own food as well.
It doesn't help the cleanup, yeah, but still.
They leave it there, and we wouldn't eat it. So,
That's the thing.
not the worst problem.
We always
to
get
have,
like these
but,
like crazy like dessert pies and crap and sleeves of cookies, and it's all left out, and then nobody touches it.
Yeah. I went to a Thanksgiving dinner with my sisters and my uncle because they lived in Florida. and I decided to bring 2 homemade pecan pies, or pecan pies.
2.
2. I baked 2 because I had enough ingredients for 2, and I didn't want to waste anything, so I bring the pecan pies, and they take one bite, and it's like, oh, Luke, this is very good, we love it. And then they never touched it again. I came home with 1.5 pies. I don't even like pecan pies.
You like baklava.
I do, I love baklava.
Maybe make that next time. And then if nobody wants it, just eat it
You
for
know
yourself.
how much of a pain in the ass it is
do
to make baklava?
Do it like once a year. Do it for Christmas. Do it for Thanksgiving. Make it your thing. But anyway, I wanted to ask, like, what, like, types, like, what are the, I guess, I don't know what a better word to say it is than just types of Christmas parties or holiday parties that you go to? Like, because is it just as simple as mom's side, dad's side? Or used to be at least? Or is it, like, what parties do you regularly go to?
Mostly just our dad's side. I remember going to parties for our mom's side when I was like 5, and then that stopped being a thing. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's like slowly expanded to where, like my dad's side of the family, which we had today, has pretty much always happened for as long as I can remember. And what was I gonna say? Oh, my mom's side of the family, since my mom's parents are divorced, there was always 2 sorts of parties there. What seems to be our mainstay is on Christmas Eve, we'll go to my how do I put this? My mom's dad's house for Christmas Eve, and then my mom's house, or my mom's mom would come here with that family up there in Lafayette and do a party here on Christmas Day. And that stopped for a while, but now we're picking it up again this year. So kind of 3. And then this year I added on a holiday party with friends in college.
Oh, really? How'd that go?
Which is really cool. Because, like, I don't really leave campus a lot, so I got a ride off campus to a friend's, like, house, and they have, like, 4 roommates, but it was a really, really nice house. I think I have, that photo I showed you earlier, that girl at the bar. They have a bar in the back of their house, like a wet bar in the back of their house, and the whole back room is, like, really artsy, and they have, like, albums on the wall and a record player. I doubt the person who I'm talking about is watching this episode, but you have a really nice house if you do.
So what I'm
like
hearing
wood
is,
paneling on the walls, and they have like cats, and it's real cozy.
so what I'm hearing is you have college friends. I do not have college friends.
Like your whole 4 years there.
I've
Nobody?
talked to one person.
I mean, it is. We talked about this before the episode, but like it is tough. Like it's like pulling teeth to try to get anybody to hang out outside of class.
Right.
And I know, like, I did say earlier to you that I think, oh, there must be something wrong with me if nobody wants to hang out with me outside of class, somebody wants to put time aside to do that. Especially because, like, all my friends, like, basically live very, very close, like, walking distance or on campus. So it's not like a commute thing either. And so I was like, am I doing something weird? And I don't know. But I hear a lot of people share that sentiment on TikTok. I know you're not on there, but I do hear that a lot. So don't get in the comments and psychoanalyze me. I can't handle it.
Real quick, I just remembered another reason why I hate Christmas parties. We'd always put on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you know, the little stop motion movie, and then The Grinch. I hated both of those movies.
The Jim Carrey Grinch was the one that was playing at the college party I went to.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like it. I like Jim Carrey.
Oh, come on.
He's a great guy.
What, do you like the new one?
No.
Yeah. You like the original?
Well, I like it better than the new one, but that's not saying
or
that
you're just
the
not
old one.
you're not a Grinch fan in general.
No, I like the Grinch. I like the music for the Grinch. I like the little fucking Dr. Seuss little Grinch book. I like that.
Okay.
I ate my green eggs and ham. But, anyways, as I was saying, I hate Christmas movies, and I have a strong dislike to some Christmas songs. I like All I Want for Christmas was it hippopotamus?
Isn't it I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas?
Yeah, that's the one. I like I Want Hip.
I just feel like there's no like.
And the Grinch.
It's all been popular for like over a decade at least. Maybe
It's
even
all
nearing in on a century.
Played.
I've just heard it a million times, and it sounds like a parody of itself at this point. That I'm tired of it, and I like listening to just ambient. I've mentioned this several times on the show. I listen to those ambient YouTube videos.
Yeah,
It's relaxing. It is so relaxing.
I don't understand that.
No, but like, just hear me out. There's one that's just like the Red Dead Redemption soundtrack, and just like bird chirping, wind blowing, a
I
babbling
could go
brook.
outside for that.
But when I'm in my college apartment, I just get car horns and ambulance sirens.
Well, they have something for that too. 10 hours of rain with screams and gunshots playing every now and then.
I saw one of those, but it was also interspersed with Germa insulting you.
I went camping recently, and
You did? Where?
Florida.
Did you do it at Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Want me to explain that trip to you? Because it's kind of a mess.
Yeah, if we want to throw Thanksgiving in here, we can too.
Okay, so we went there for Thanksgiving. My sisters wanted to go camping, so it was me and my brother, my sisters, and their families, and we rented out this little area to go camping. I did not have a bed, and I had one blanket, so I was sleeping on the floor of the tent with the one blanket over me.
By floor of the tent, you just mean the forest floor.
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
Well, yeah, there's like a thin sheet separating me from the forest floor.
It's
So,
just like our ancestors.
That was the first night.
That's what the grass is for.
The second night, everybody, well, my brother and my two sisters, they all got the stomach bug and threw up.
Oh, God. Oh,
Yeah.
immediately ending the trip.
Oh, no, we didn't. Jake slept through the day, but the second night...
If you get something that makes you physically ill in the woods, that's over. Done.
Well, they were feeling bad before the trip. They decided to do the trip anyway. Anyways, as I was saying, so the second night, instead of sleeping on the forest ground, I decided to sleep in the hammock because they set it up earlier in the day. I was like, why didn't y'all fucking tell me y'all had this? I could have been sleeping in the hammock instead of the forest floor. And I slept in the hammock. It was very nice. Put on my earbuds and played music. A new song came in, so it was just like, in the very beginning, it had just this man talking, not singing. And I was like, I jolted awake. I was like, who the fuck is talking to me? Not the point. Anyways, so the 9-hour drive back turned out to be a 11-hour drive because of traffic. Me and Jake were sick, and I only had one thing to eat the whole car ride.
This is the drive you were updating me on.
Yeah. We stopped at Sonic's. I got me a little chicken sandwich, and I took one bite of it, and like a hot burst of grease burnt the side of my face. And so for the next 2 hours, I was holding lukewarm cans of root beer to my face, trying to, not be in pain.
This show is slowly turning into like us vlogging about crazy but also boring crap that happened to us.
Well, I'm sorry that my suffering is boring you.
No, it's not boring to me. It's very funny.
Oh, and every Thanksgiving at my parents' place, or my old parents' place, we moved, but we would play kickball. I hated kickball. And every New Year's, we'd set up this giant, like, fucking 14-foot bonfire, and I fucking hated
Wait.
that too.
Wait, sorry. When do you do the bonfire?
Every New Year's.
New Year's, yeah. Okay. Yeah. For Thanksgiving for me, it's just we go to my grandma's, and she hosts it. But
Like, I love my family. None of my siblings or me are gonna be hosting these holiday parties. We're all gonna be the Grinches, the Scrooge McDuck.
well, look, I know you have your differences with your brother, but you can at least commiserate with him. I ain't got nobody. It's just me.
Well, you get to suffer in silence.
While trying to take care of 4 to 5 children. They seem to be multiplying every year. They're like gremlins.
Start throwing hands.
Very smart. Very smart. I don't want to demean them too much, but Jesus Christ.
Ooh, one fun thing we did for our holidays, what we used to do before we got the goats, we'd have trails going through the woods, and so we played this game, Manhunt. The kids would run into the forest and stay hidden for like 40 minutes. Then they had to make their way to the house, and they had to avoid being caught by us driving around on 4-wheelers with flashlights shining.
You've told this story before on the...
It's a good story.
Was it a Cryptids episode? I forget. That would this happen once, but I wasn't there for Christmas. What was I there for? For Halloween? Why did I go to your house?
I don't know.
This was years ago, but this happened.
Before I met you, back when I was like before high school, one of my friends fell into the glass pit while doing Manhunt.
Can we elaborate, or
No.
just a pit full of glass?
No, it wasn't. It had rusted metal too.
Oh.
He was completely fine.
Oh.
Maybe we should cut that out in case like.
You've said so much worse.
And then this didn't happen during a party, but like we had 4-wheelers, and my dad was like telling one of my friend's dad, who was also on a 4-wheeler, it's like, all right, we're gonna go up this hill. You're gonna have to give it a bit of gas when you go up. So my dad went up first and turned, and my friend's dad went up as well, but he put too much gas, so when he got to the top, he was like, none of his tires were on the ground. He saw my dad turn, and he didn't know he turned, so I was like, oh shit. So he turned the wheels while he was in the air, so when he came down, his wheels were facing a different way than his momentum was carrying him, so he hit the ground and started tumbling down on the other side of the hill into the briar patch.
But do you live on Splash Mountain? What do you... Briar Patch, Glass Pit? What do you... It's like, what's next? Somebody ran into a tunnel painted on the side of a cliff?
No, but somebody fell off the zip line and broke their arm.
I almost did that once.
A kid fell off the trampoline and hit his head on the bricks.
I almost did that once. I was a very cautious child.
One of my friends was standing on an inner tube in the pool, and he took a step backwards, not knowing he was at the edge of the pool, and fell off and tumbled down the hill.
Wait, would he fall in the pool or fell down the hill? Or fell in the pool, got up, and then fell down the hill?
He fell out of the pool down the hill.
How do you fall out of a pool?
While he was standing on an inner tube.
Oh.
We used to play King of the Inner Tube when in the winter. So nobody would want to get in the water. So we'd be pushing each other off into the cold water.
Let's talk about the commercialization. Commercialization of Christmas, of the holidays. How
Mariah Carey.
Well, we love her. We love the meme about Mariah breaking
defrosting,
out of the ice. It's very funny.
The
Not so much
SCPs
that she's acknowledged it.
contained.
It's very funny, but No, it's just how, like, I don't know. Everybody loses their minds over, like, making sure these parties go over without a hitch, and making sure they have gifts for everybody, and it just causes so much more stress than it's worth, when in reality it's just supposed to be a nice, cozy time when you can relax. And it's just not that anymore, and then I don't want to get into too much of it because it's just a downer and boring, but just like everything is so expensive now, so you just simply can't get gifts for everybody.
Right.
These people that you see once a year, it's just not going to happen anymore. And I think a lot of people have come to accept that, but it's still sad.
We live in hell. We don't get snow.
Well, it's here. I mean, like,
people get trampled on Black Friday.
No, actually, that Black Friday fully flopped this year. Nobody went anywhere. The storefronts were empty at open. Not only, it's weird though. Like, why? Like, within a year, it died. Nobody went.
I'm thinking.
I saw TikToks.
Internet, for one thing. You
But
could just
online
order.
shopping has been around forever.
Can I finish? I don't interrupt you when you're speaking, do I? I do, that's the joke. Online shopping, as he was saying, maybe it's the prices are too high.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I've seen TikToks where it's like a Target and Walmart is the two places I saw it, where they were like, they had the Black Friday deal signs above the products, and it had a certain price on it, and they took it off and revealed the one underneath it that was the regular price, and it was the same price.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that could easily be faked, but I wouldn't put it past it. Like, who cares?
Neither would I.
Like, you know. Also, you just have a different cadence when you talk. You talk a little bit slower than I do. So sometimes I think you're done and you're not. Okay?
Are you calling me slow, Roman? That's offensive. I'm very sensitive about that. Tisk tisk. I'm ashamed of you, Roman. So as we were saying, Black Friday flopped. Why? I think it's because of the spirit of Christmas is dying.
I think it's
Choked out by corporate greed.
Ultimately, like, Christmas is buying.
Commercialism.
Like, I think that's just, to an extent, it's always been that way. Like, you're buying gifts for people. Like, that's the whole point of the holiday. So I get that. I just like, Christmas marketing is like really cheesy. If I hear one more like Reese's commercial, I'm going to peel my skin off. I don't know about you, but Reese's seems to have a commercial for a different one for every day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy's voice saying those stupid little one-liners,
Mm-hmm.
I could die. I could die right now.
You want to know my secret tactic? I just keep reloading the pages until no more ads pop up.
I just don't want to, like, that's too much effort.
It's no effort at all. It's quicker than waiting 15 seconds and then waiting for another 15 seconds because they put 2 unskippable ads in a row.
I'm gonna cancel like all my streaming services and then get YouTube Premium.
No. YouTube Premium, it's such a scam.
I don't want ads. I'm not doing that. They took away ad blockers.
Oh.
Look. Also, there's another thing. I remember in the past there being a lot more like Christmas specials from YouTubers that I liked. But now it's just people treat Christmas like it's literally any other day when they're uploading to YouTube.
I think a lot of holidays are kind of failing, like Halloween. Maybe it's just
People say that it's Halloween isn't getting isn't shrinking or like failing. It's just it's being more concentrated in specific areas. But I just don't know if that's true. Because
I don't think that's true.
in my neighborhood, I grew up going trick-or-treating every year and with my neighborhood friends and or just by myself, and there was always a lot of people out there, like crowds of people on the street. And nowadays they're done at 6:30.
Right.
Doors closed, lights off on the porch.
We'd be running around at like 9 p.m.
Oh, way later.
10.
I remember us walking to like a friend's house in a different neighborhood at midnight. Like, and with a pillowcase. And now it's just nobody. And I think maybe there's like a weird like generational thing, because there was like my generation who then grew out, got too old to trick or treat. And then it sort of died down. And now I'm seeing like babies being brought to like doorsteps to go trick or treating. So maybe there's just been like a little lull in like the age demographic here, and now we have to kind of wait for this new generation of babies to come in and grow up and trick or treat. But I don't know. That's what I see the majority of. It's like millennial parents or even Gen Z parents holding their fetuses to the doorstep.
I remember pouring all of our candy out onto like the floor. I'd like lay in it.
That too, just like dumping everything into a big pile. Doesn't matter what you got or what your friend got, but just dumping it into a big pile and then splitting it equally based on what you liked.
I don't know. We wouldn't. It's not like we split it equally. It's just, hey, that's a cool sucker. I'm gonna take it. And I take it.
Well, I at least tried to split it relatively.
Not my family.
Okay.
Our family went by first come, first served kind of rules. So don't keep anything in the fridge. It'll disappear.
When did you realize? How do I want to phrase these next few words? If you are under the age of 12,
I'm not.
That's too old.
10?
If you know that Santa is real, he told me a secret that you can't hear. So you have to turn off the video right now.
That's not gonna work.
When did you figure out he wasn't?
It wasn't like a big deal.
I can't remember specifically either, but that's something that my parents think is very funny, is the fact that I realized that on my own.
My brother found out on his own
I
as
just
well.
came to the conclusion, I don't remember what age I was, probably too old, but I just kind of played along to make my parents happy, because I thought that's what they wanted to hear. But there was like a 3-4 year period where I was like, this is all a sham.
Yeah, what Jake did was he compared the signatures on his presents from our parents with our the signatures.
What age do you have to be able to compare signatures but still be up in the air as to whether or not Santa Claus is real?
I don't know, but then he compared it to like Santa Claus's signature. Noticed that they were like the same. It's like, that's weird. And then he compared it with the Santa signatures his friends got. So, yeah.
Also, that reminds me, it's kind of like, as you get older, it's just, you don't have a Christmas list anymore. It's just like, even stuff you want to get for yourself, it's just like, I just would like money to live off of.
When I was a child, I'd be like, clothing? Gross, where's the toys? Now I'm like, please, send me more clothes. They're so expensive.
You don't even want to bother to go out and get the cheap clothes, though.
I don't
want to hear it.
I hate shopping for clothing. I'm pretty sure I spent like 20 minutes in this like one pants aisles trying to figure out if it was women's clothing or not.
Actually, is this the first episode that you've worn a different colored shirt?
I don't know.
Red, just in time for Christmas.
I love red. Red's a good color.
What did you wear in the episode that hasn't come out yet?
I don't know. I barely remember what.
I guess I just memorize it better because I have to stare at this video like 4 times over.
I was about to say I barely remember what I had for breakfast, but I remember now I didn't have breakfast.
why you got Chick-fil-A on the way over to this Christmas party.
You, first of all, did not tell me there was a Christmas party going on.
Because she wouldn't come otherwise.
I wouldn't have. And secondly, I probably would have gotten Chick-fil-A anyways, because if I'm being honest, holiday food sucks.
Wrong.
Thanksgiving food sucks.
Wrong.
Christmas food sucks. Halloween food is just candy. St. Patrick's Day has potatoes. I like mashed potatoes.
But do you really even eat potatoes on St. Patrick's Day? It's like cabbage.
Oh. Fried cabbage, that was pretty good.
Just fried cabbage?
With some salt.
Jesus Christ.
It was good. It had, like, seasoning.
Jesus Christ was born on this day. Actually, probably not, right?
This is pagan religion. Pagan holiday.
No, but didn't they they're like Christ was actually born sometime during the summer? It was just like thematic that he was born on December 25th.
I guess.
I'll put something down here.
Saint Nicholas, the patron saint of prostitutes. Yes.
Is this another Luke fact where you read it somewhere and it's in fact not the case?
Wikipedia doesn't lie. The Bible doesn't lie.
Well, yeah, what you read about the wolf-fox hybrid,
I'm sorry.
you read correctly, you did not interpret correctly.
If it's a dog, why does it have the name? Why does it have fox in the name? First of all,
because scientific animal naming conventions are very weird.
Second of all, I'm sorry, I cannot confirm whether or not Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of prostitutes from the direct source. I'm afraid all I have is the Bible.
I'll look it up. I'll put it here again.
So I guess really the only food that ever got me excited at any of these parties is spinach and artichoke dip and cheese dip. Both of those are very good.
My mom makes the best spinach dip.
Does she make it cold or is it hot?
It's hot, but it gets cold pretty quickly, and I enjoy it cold better.
You disgust me.
Okay.
I want you to know that's like terrible.
She watches this. You're telling her this.
Does she eat it cold?
Like room temp.
Miss Raquel,
Speak directly to my mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told them her name.
It's somewhere. It's fine.
Artichoke and spinach dip meant to be eaten hot. This is a objective fact. You can't change it.
Audience, you'll meet her eventually. She'll be in that episode. Whatever that is. Anyway,
Ooh, the dumbest thing ever. Elf on a shelf. Hated that.
Okay, before we get into that, what I'm always hyped to see at a holiday party for a meal, is spinach dip. I've really come around to that. I used to hate it. I used to hate the artichokes, but now I love it. And then an assortment of little pretzels and popcorn and caramel corn and chocolate covered thingies.
Gross.
That I can snack on.
Terrible.
Also, we make gumbo for our party. I don't know if I'll do something like that.
Fuck. Pretzels.
Okay.
I like chicken salad. That's pretty good.
Is it really a holiday food?
We make it for Easter. No, wait, that's egg salad. I don't like egg salad.
Anyway,
Well,
Elf on the Shelf. If you don't know what that is, it's a little tiny stuffed elf that you can purchase and hide around your house in different locations. For your kids to find in a different place every morning, and you tell them you can't touch it, or if you touch it, it loses all of its Santa magic and then dies or something.
yeah.
I had one. Their name was Agnes. Zagnus with a Z, which was named after Zach and Agnes's ship name from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. To date myself a little bit.
Our Elf on the Shelf we got when I was like 14, and at that point it's like, okay, whatever. My parents couldn't be bothered to move it either, so yeah.
Also, we talked about, not to change the subject, but we talked about red Solo cups being a symbol of American parties.
Clink.
What you drinking? What you drinking tonight?
I drank Coca-Cola and fruit punch.
You mean over the night, or that's a mix? Because you're known to do crap like that.
Over the night.
I wouldn't be great. Like, fruit punch and Coke is fine, I guess. But this guy mixes milk and Pepsi.
I don't mix milk and Pepsi. I mix milk and Coke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's like a discount root beer float.
I've got a red cream soda.
I hear if you get like a glass of ice, pour a little lemon juice at the bottom, and then pour the Coke. I hear that's supposed to be really good.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else you want to say before we start wrapping up the episode?
No.
Okay. So that leads us into recommendations. So if it's got a holiday theme, good, but it could just be any current media you want to recommend.
You're asking me?
Yeah, we did it, everybody. Last time.
Recommendations for what? Like specifically?
Like media recommendations. How will you
Does
I had
it-
to dedicate a whole segment to you in the ghost hunting episode because of how many recommendations you had.
Like specifically for holidays?
Yeah, that'd be best, but if not, just that's
Best
fine.
Christmas movie ever? Narnia. It has Santa Claus.
Okay, more finish your recommendation.
Santa Claus, Jesus, and
Why'd you say it like that? Jesus.
and the little Ice Queen. It's technically it could be considered a Christmas movie.
Wait.
Turkish Delight. Turkish
Yes.
Delight.
A Narnia.
I hear this is
Staple?
that good.
It was alright. It was chocolate covered Turkish Delight, which I'm not sure if that's how that's wrong. I thought it was just like the fruit jelly stuff, and I'm not sure if that's on camera. So it may just be you poking your.
I'm digging my
Anyway.
nails into the monkey's eyelid.
Anyway, I recommend Turkish Delight, and what else? I don't know if I really have any holiday recommendations. I recommend listening to the Red Dead Redemption ambient, Western ambient, hour-long scene pack, whatever the hell it's called, to relax to for Christmas. It's not overtly Christmas, but it's very relaxing. And is there anything else? And I'm currently rewatching Dimension 20's A Crown of Candy on Dropout, and it's
Right.
very good Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Recommend that. And now we'll move on to questions.
What is your worst injury you got at a party?
Does that ever happen to you?
No, I never got hurt at any parties. I got hurt at one party. I was we were on the trampoline and at night, and this group of kids, they were all jumping and I was running around, and I accidentally ran underneath the person. They landed on my back, and my knee was coming up as my head was coming down, and I slammed my
Ooh.
knee into my nose. I got a nosebleed. I might have broken my nose, I'm unsure. Oh, and one time on the trampoline, we were playing Mummy, where
Hey,
my eyes were closed, and I was trying to find everybody. It's like, I think there's somebody here in front of me. So I like pulled my leg back and kicked, and accidentally kicked someone in the guy in the yeah.
maybe that traumatic knee nose event is what causes you to have profuse nosebleeds.
I don't get profuse nosebleeds.
I've never seen somebody have them more than you do casually.
I had like 2 in front of you.
Well, it's not a tough record to beat, but you beat it.
One of them was because I was having Advil to help my allergic reaction to go down, making my blood thin.
Because you get stung by walls.
We don't know if it might have been a yellow jacket.
I don't care. I never got hurt at a party, but a long time ago when I was a wee child, I was at a Halloween party, and it was dark outside, and somebody was running to, like, I don't know, do something, and some kid, and I think they thought they could jump higher than they could, and so they tried jumping over a big cement, flower pot, like not one of those ceramic ones, like a big, literally like gray cement. Like, you're not moving that thing. Full of dirt too, so it's heavy. And then just, I think, they caught their foot on the tail end of it as they tried to jump over it. And just flipped over it and banged their head into the ground. And it was bad. They fully had to get ambulance out of there. It's not good. I was never that type of kid though. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next year. Except we're not. The episode's not over yet. You get to watch the White Elephant Game, and I put it at the end because I was struggled to film, and I don't know how well I can edit it with the footage I have. So, thanks for getting this far.
No peeking.
Okay. I thought there was 18. I said we counted 18.
You got 18 because that's the amount that fit on the page when you wrote it.
She told me. No, she told me 18.
Well, I don't know. No, we were counting together. I have a college degree.
I know you do. I'm gonna say everything. So we still gonna start.
Forensic.
I'm confused, but are we listening to the rules?
Full time.
We doing the rules. Every year I have to say these rules. So this is the first rule. Don't be offended. We have gifts on the table. Whoever has the highest number will go first. That person will go to the table and pick a gift. Then the second highest number will have a choice of stealing that person's gift or picking from the table. Now, if you have a gift that someone steals from you, you have to pick a gift from the table. You cannot steal. At the end of the game, if whatever you have you do not like, you may swap with somebody if they agree to it.
Well, since I can't touch it, I get both of them.
Oh, it takes together?
Well, that was good. I remember that had a distinct. So, okay, 13.
13? Anybody 13?
Lucky 13.
That's my lucky number, but I'm not
13.
12. Oh, she's
I was 12.
Do we have 11? Do we know?
You sure?
Why does it have the lawnmower?
Hey, you missed the spot! It doesn't hurt. Number 10.
Mom? Are you number 10?
Stealing. Oh, he's not stealing.
Who's number 8? You realize you're going to be making that ice cream, right?
Just for the drama.
Let's see here. What do you recommend, Joel?
Oh, I don't know. If I had to pick one,
Okay,
I'd go with the gold one.
the gold one. Because it's yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. It is gold.
So I'm watching them all right after
Yes, I don't think I'm going to end up keeping it, but I'm going to go hide it. Harry's like, wait, I don't get a gift now?
I wish I would.
Maybe you didn't see it.
Yay, you can play games!
Perfect, thank you.
What you got? You got your man cake?
You're an ugly little fuck, aren't you?